So I'm visiting with Barb Reed, who is a former director, past director of the chorus. She served as an interim, and was it for 2 years?
Actually, I think a year and a
Year and a
I
half?
don't know. I lost track, even
Okay.
that short.
So how did you become the frontline director for Metro Mix?
Well, as we know, our beloved Beaverly is my pet name for Bev. Decided to hang it up after 25 years, and I had been her assistant for many, many years. And so when I was asked if I would fill in while we did our director search, it made sense to keep the continuity. I was worried about maybe people saying, well, Bev's done, I'm done type thing. And so I thought, well, I'll do what I can to keep things stable. So that's how I became the frontline director.
Okay. So is there a specific competition that stands out for you over the time that you have directed the chorus?
Well, we unfortunately, our contest was canceled, as you know, because of COVID. So I did not really have that opportunity. We were preparing at coaching sessions and a plan, but of course that was all canceled. And so we never really went through that. I do have a show that was rather memorable, only this goes back to a time when I was directing for a period of time when Bev was on leave after Bill died. And this
Okay.
was in 2010. And we did our annual show at Xavier High School here in Cedar Rapids. And it was just fun, and it turned out great. And Bev was in the audience, and that was a little unnerving. And I knew it was kind of her first time to, be with the chorus again. And, but it just went off so well. And we sang "You Can't Stop the Beat." And we had lots of energy and lots of choreography, and nobody fell down. And so it was really good. So that was very memorable for me.
Great. Let's see. Are there any, as even just a chorus member, are there any specific things, because you were assistant director, are there any particular competitions or comp packages that come to mind over that time period?
I think the vampire set, I don't even remember what year that was, but I love parody. And we had a group that worked on it, and then it was overseen by a gal whose name I've now forgotten. But anyway, it was so fun to do a parody and be in those costumes. And I know we were the people's choice at that contest. So love that.
Absolutely. So is there any other memorable thing that has happened during the time that you actually got to be the interim director?
Well, we had a very busy fall in 2019. We had like 3 major performances. We did the old Capitol show, and we did the gospel concert in Cedar Rapids, Harmony Hawks gospel concert, and then we had our show in Maquoketa. And I don't know if there was ever a time that we've had that many major performances in such a short period of time. But the gospel concert was probably my favorite, because during my tenure, I taught one song that I felt like that was the only one that really came from me. And it was a song that I had always loved, that Indigo sang. And it's When I Lift Up My Head. And I love the message, but I love the music. And we worked really hard on that, and we premiered it at the gospel concert, and it went over great. I mean, we had so much energy and just sang so well. I always have to praise the basses, and they came through, and the tenors had lots of high stuff. And I mean, it was just perfect. And of course, the leads and baritones always are perfect, so they don't need the strokes, But anyway, I loved that concert and that song.
Wonderful. So is there something that you feel that you gained or benefited from by having this opportunity to be the frontline director for the chorus?
You know, Jolene, I think it was like an overall learning experience. As long as, I mean, I've been a barbershopper since I was knee high, you know, my dad was a barbershopper, but this was a real learning experience that even though I had been part of the director team with Bev for a long time, you realize the amount of responsibility that you have on to week after week to make this a productive rehearsal time people have spent that has purpose to it, and yet it's fun. And I learned that, you know, it's easier said than done. But I had lots of help, but I think that was it. And then I learned that people trusted me, and that was really self-satisfying, kind of selfishly, they're selfish to say that, but it was a trust experience as well.
Great. Well, we as Metro Mix Chorus would like to thank you for serving as that frontline director for this time in between as they were doing the director search. And we appreciate everything you've done for the chorus, Barb. And do you have any words that you would like to share as we celebrate our 55th anniversary?
Well, I want to congratulate Metro Mix. I've been so proud to be a member. I'm very sorry that I can't sing well enough to be an actual active member anymore, but I will always support you and be with you in spirit. I'm going to pop in one of these times on a rehearsal. I've been saying that. Of course, now this is in December that we're talking, right? So maybe I've already popped in, I don't know. But anyway, just congratulations and much love and luck to you in the future.
Thanks, Barb.